What is good, fam? So as you guys know, we finished working on the interior of the F, so now it's time to move on into the 1996 Honda Civic EX Coupe. This is a really nice chassis. It has no rust whatsoever, but it does have a lot of stuff that I need to run through, especially underneath the dash. The car has an alarm system, but at some point it seems like somebody tried to break into it. So there's a lot of wires that has been caught in the bottom of the dash. So I need to run through it and see what we need to fix and what we need to replace. I do have an extra ignition switch cable just in case we need it. But other than that, I still have to clean the whole interior of the car because this car is really filthy. So the process is gonna be we're gonna take out the whole interior, pretty much the seats, everything that we need to take out so we can get this car clean and vacuum. I do have some parts like a carpet. I have a black carpet that I want to install here.
Someone save me from all I've done. Please don't blame me for all my past. 'Cause everything we can see is just a joke, nothing more. Everything we're calling truth suddenly will kill ourselves. Can't find the spinning deep inside of me. Wasting time, but it's fun. But even laugh can make me feel. Can't find the spinning deep inside of me. Wasting time, but it's fun. But even laugh can make me feel. We're the team, selling lies for ourselves, killing in the name of the damn loud. Is everything we can see is just a joke, nothing more. Everything we're calling truth suddenly will kill ourselves. Can't find the spinning deep inside of me. Wasting time, but it's fun. And even laugh can make me feel. Can't find the spinning deep inside of me.
So we took off the front seats, the center console, and the plastics underneath the dash. We vacuumed the car. It's much more comfortable working with a clean car. But now I'm about to show you guys what I was talking about the alarm system. There's a lot of wires hanging out, a lot of wires loose, and that's something that I really want to get situated. So as you guys can see, starting by this wire right here, it seems to be a relay at one point. It's all broken. They had tape around it, and this wire is just hanging loose. So I have never installed a alarm myself, but I have been doing a lot of reading and watching a lot of videos, so it seems to be pretty self-explanatory. So let's see what we can find out.
Suddenly we'll kill ourselves. Can't find the spinning deep inside of me. Wasting time, but it's fun. And even laugh can make me feel. Can't find the spinning deep inside of me. Wasting time, but it's fun. And even laugh can make me feel. Good, spinning deep inside of me. Wasting time, but it's fine. And even love can make me whole. Can't find, spinning deep inside of me. Wasting time, but it's fine. And even love can make me feel. But I'm still trying to be the one who cares. Yeah, I'm still trying.
Alright, so this is what it looks like underneath the dash. This is the alarm system unit. Some of these wires go attached into the ignition switch wiring. And then as I follow this loom over here, some of these wires go into this green plug right here. As you guys can tell, they did cut off a lot of this wiring. It should be pretty self-explanatory by like color matching and resoldering them back on there. What I do hate is that they left this wire so short. I do have another plug that I might be able to just unpin and use longer wires to solder back on here. I really don't want to take off the dash just to do that. And the other thing is that I was counting the wires that have been cut, and it's 5 of them, and I can only see 4 of them right here. But as I look closely, I can see that one of these ones has 2 wires spliced into one. So it should be pretty self-explanatory just by color matching and then following the rest. Alright, so I decided to take the centerpiece where the ready unit goes. That gives me a better view of what's underneath the dash, and since we are taking some of these audio cables, it's just gonna make it easier for me. But what the plan is, I'm gonna take off the cluster to get the harness out. I'm gonna bring it inside the house and start soldering there, just because it makes it easier for me since the wiring is too short. I want to unpin it and solder it and make sure that I'm putting it back into the right location. So it's just gonna make it easier for me. And since it's getting really cold in the garage, I have my little heater going, but I don't want to waste any gas, so I can keep working in here. But you guys don't have to do that. It's not a necessary process because you can solder it while the cables be in there. It's just gonna make it a little bit more harder to do. So I'd rather take my time and get the harness out, so that way we can do it the right way.
Getting somewhere, yeah, we all up in this shit, yeah. I ain't the type to settle down with a wife and kid. I live for the grind, and I grind to live. I wanna do the things that matter to me, live like a good king, as life brings the good things. It's easy to get blinded by the stressing, and forget that every day is another blessing. No matter how many mistakes you make, life just keeps giving you another day. No rest for the ones that be grinding, and respect to my homies who be fighting in a war that will never end, in the pursuit to be better men. But then again, there's nothing to hold you back except yourself. You're caught up in the sauce on the road to hell. It's a slippery slope if you fall asleep. Why don't you fall asleep on me? Yeah, that shit, alright. Let's get it. This ain't time to be tripping. Time to get on with your life, get your vibes right. Man, fuck chasing women, they are wasting your time. They just thinking about themselves, playing games on your mind. It's time to pull this shit together. Focus on your grind, getting busier than ever. Cause nothing feels better than to follow your dreams. Find your passion, cause without it your whole life gonna be lacking. We out to getting mad stacks every day. We don't got time for your petty games, cause we got purpose and nothing's gonna stand in the way. We're gonna do what they can't do, so get out my face. So whatever you say ain't gonna mean shit. The only thing that matters in this game is taking action. So get over yourself and wake the fuck up.
Alright, and just like that we got the harness out. We're gonna bring it inside, and we're gonna start working on this plug right here. We got the table ready to start soldering. Since I've done this more than once, I just want to show you guys the tools that I use to do it. It's nothing fancy. I got this little kit that I end up getting from like Amazon for like $21 or something like that. It comes with a heat pencil, soldering paste, the soldering wire, this pencil stand, and then this sponge that you put water on so you can clean your pencil every time you use it. The soldering paste is really good because it helps you liquefy the wiring, so that way it'll grab more into the wiring. And to start unpinning, it all depends how big the plug is, but since we're working with a small plug, all I'm using is just this small needle. I use this small flathead to put some of the soldering paste into the wire, a lighter, and then I love these things, shrink little wraps, different colors if you want to get creative with the colors, but I usually just use one color. But yeah, it's pretty handy. That way you don't have to use electrical tape or not use it as much as you regular would, and it gives you a great finish. Other than that, I got really creative with this, so that way I can actually put my wires right here, so I won't have to be shaking every time I'm doing it. So I can just clip my wires here. So I'm gonna put another piece of tape on the length that I need, so I can hold both of my wires like this and then start soldering. So yeah, it's pretty handy setup, and yeah, let's get to it. So this green plug really doesn't plug into anything underneath the dash. It was more like an optional alarm system from the dealership, so I could have just cut the wires and leave them the way they were, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And the main reason why I am taking off the alarm system is because sometimes when I would drive the car, suddenly the doors would lock or unlock by themselves, or I would start having the beeping noise. So when I looked underneath the dash and I saw all those wires loose, I knew I had to take off the alarm system. I will be putting a kill switch on here. I'd rather have a kill switch than an alarm system. It just makes everything way easier. Yellow. So cool, huh?
Wow.
No, mamita, go sit down, please. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, mama. Alright, so I just want to show you guys how to do this real quick. So the reason why I twist this wire is because the one that comes with the kit is a little too thin for me, so it makes it easier whenever it's thicker. So I just kind of twist it into to this. It's really easy to do this. All you gotta do is make sure that the wire is hot enough so you can put some of your paste on there, and then you will see the paste liquefied on there. And once it's liquefied, then you will start using this on there. Just kind of dab it, you'll see it start melting on there and it will start running. But this will help you a lot with this, because if you don't use this, most likely this is gonna come off, the soldering will come off the wires. So this will help you get really into the wiring, so that way it has the real good connection. So yeah, like I said, you start by just heating it up. Well, might want to dab this first, make sure it's hot. Then you want to put a little bit of this,
Yes.
just to test it out. That's my little kid on the side. All right, once that happens, then there you go, you can start doing that. Grab a little bit of the soldering. There you go. Let's see what you doing. Yeah, so you grab a little bit of the soldering paste and then just drop it on there. Yes, and then just start dropping it on there. You see it melting. Once it starts melting, then heat it up again and then start dabbing. That's it.
Wow.
That's it. That's how you do. There you go. And that's how you get a good connection. Just be careful, because if you go too hot, you don't want too much. You want enough to just unify them. And that's it. That's the first one. Make sure you clean your pencil. There you go. Once you clean your pencil, you can clip it. And you already had that. Make sure it's good on both sides.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's smooth.
It's smooth, mama. Sorry, that's my kid on the background. She's learning how to do it as well. Come on, sit down, mamita. Sit down over here, please.
Okay.
All right, and that's how you do it. That's how you end up. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the rest of them and we're gonna keep going from there.
Yes.
All right, we're pretty much done with it. What I do want to mention is from what I've been reading, this plug right here is like an instrumental plug. It has the wiring for like your door locks, your windows. We'll be leaving a little picture here for you guys to kind of see the color codes of what each color does, just in case you were trying to figure out what the colors are.
Yeah. Hey, yo, this one is for all of my homies out there grinding and getting it every day. Keep doing what you do. It's all love, baby.
Alright, so we got the alarm system out of the way. I decided to change the ignition switch just because I have a spare one and I don't want to fix this one at the moment, so I'm just gonna save it just in case I ever need it. Everything in the bottom was plugged in. The cluster is back on there. I'm gonna leave this open because like I mentioned, I need to take off those wirings, and I'm also gonna change the carpet. I have a black carpet from the spare car, so I need to take off the bracket to be able to change it. So I'm gonna leave this open at the moment, but what we gotta do now is make sure the car will start after we take in the alarm, because the alarm goes with the ignition switch. So sometimes if you don't put the wires back in the right position, then you might have an issue where the car won't start. So before we put everything back in the bottom, I still need to put this cover. You guys can tell I have these two plugins right here. They go for the mirrors and the sunroof. So before I put everything back on there, gotta make sure the car was gonna start. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh man, makes it hard with no seats. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go, and we're good to go. And just like that, that's how you take out the alarm system. Like I said, you don't have to do the whole process of taking the whole harness out. You can always solder it right here. I chose not to just because it's cold in here and it was easier for me to do it in the house. But yeah, other than that, we're good. Car revs. Let's make sure it revs and everything. There we go. All right, so yeah, that's it. so that will be it for this video. I feel like we got a lot done. We replaced the carpet, we took out the alarm system. I did decide to leave the subwoofer cables on there just in case I ever change my mind and decide to put some subwoofers on this car, or maybe for the new owner, since I am contemplating on selling the car. But before I sell it, I want to make sure that it's in its best conditions. So the other thing that I will be working on is the sunroof. The sunroof is not opening whatsoever, so I will be taking the headliner out just to check and see what's wrong with it. I have a spare headliner, is color on black, that I feel is gonna match better with the carpet. So we're gonna be replacing this headliner. There is nothing wrong with the headliner. We just wanna change the color on it so it matches the carpet. And the other thing that I will be doing is taking the window tint, since it's a 20-year-old window tint and it's already turning blue, so it's not in its best conditions. I already started doing the back windshield, but it has a lot of glue on there still, so I need to scrape all that off. So hopefully this video was pretty helpful to you guys, and hopefully you guys like it. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.